So you are a low level player, you've got all your 130s and 144s from your Stonewood trade boxes, and you are ready to hit that MSK. But my question to you is, why? Why do you want those mythic weapons so badly? And I challenge you to pause this video right now and let me know in the comments why you want those mythic weapons. And hopefully by the end of this video, I'll be able to show you why you can't and shouldn't be going for MSK when you are underpowered. What's up guys, I'm River Fox, and this is most likely going to be the most controversial video that I've ever done on the channel, but I felt that it was time to squash those myths and preconceptions about MSK once and for all, and hopefully help you guys to understand why you shouldn't even care about the MSK or trade in for that matter until you have finished everything that Fortnite Save the World has to offer. So I've been playing Fortnite for well over 1,000 days, and I almost have every hero, weapon and trap schematic in the game. I've completed every quest line twice, even solo. I've built AFK endurances, I've finished every event countless times, and even completed every SSD with no traps at all. But MSK is and always will be the one thing that almost every player wants to complete. Am I right? The problem is most people are rushing through the game and in the process missing out on so much along the way that by the time they reach the Mythic Storm King, they have no weapons, no fortitude and no power level to sustain them in the fight. Now, to access the MSK you must be power level 122 and have completed TWINE Peak Storm Shield Defense 6. From there you can open up the MSK mission, but that's the easy part. To obtain a mythic weapon from the MSK you must complete the weekly Scions quest in a 140 zone to unlock the opportunity to obtain a mythic weapon from defeating the MSK. Sure, you can cheat the game and skip through your SSDs and get carried through the pre-quest and carried through the MSK and get the weapon. But this is the part that most people don't understand. You will have played no part in obtaining that weapon whatsoever. Now you're probably thinking I'm being nasty or toxic, so let me explain. Let's just say you're power level 70, you skip the quest line and you hit search for assistance and got people to complete your SSDs for you and somehow got your weekly pre-quest done the same way. Let's just say you managed to find someone willing to take you into the MSK for 10k Sunbeam or whatever it is. They take you into the Storm King. This is what's going to happen. You go into the mission as a constructor or an outlander. Your 144 weapons you traded from Stonewood aren't even tickling the Storm King. You ignore the mini-boss as you try to survive the hordes of husks and can't even get a shot on the crystals or even stand a chance of hitting the horns, and you're dead for the 4th time waiting to be revived, while your power level 137 teammates are already hitting the second horn with their 130 Storm King's Furies and pounding him with their 144 deatomizers. Your fort stats are so low that a huskling sneezes on you and you're down but not out again. Your survivor squads are filled with epic level 58 survivors, so they aren't even buffing your stats at all, and all you can do is sit there downed looking over at the shiny mythic loot cache laying in the water, not even able to go and see it up close because you're still down but not out. You load out of the game and open up your mission rewards and see you had the Storm King's Wrath, but you can't level it to 130 gold roll because you don't have enough schematic XP, perk up or even reperk, but it's okay as a blue perked 78 weapon, right? You don't know what perks to put on it, so you level up the base perks as best you can. It's just for show anyway, because you're never going to actually use it the intended way, right? You got your first mythic and that's all that matters. The problem is, you didn't get that mythic. You didn't participate in that fight. You didn't deal a single bit of damage to the boss. You didn't even see him up close without dying, because you're not ready for it. Your stats are too low, your survivors are mismatched, you haven't even completed the Plankerton or Canny Valley questlines. You got carried. Now, as harsh as this may sound, this is not me being nasty or toxic or horrible. I'm just stating the fact. If you do go into the MSK and you are not power level 122 and you don't have all of your weapons leveled up and perked correctly and the correct hero loadout, all of your fort stats leveled up, your survivor squads leveled up, and everything else that you need, you will be carried in the MSK. Now, I know I'm going to get hated on for this video, but that's okay. The reason you're not ready is simple. The MSK is the end game boss fight of an otherwise finished premium experience. It's called the end game boss because that's exactly what it is. The end. Once you have completed all of your questline, finished all your side quests and all the repeated mini questlines and endless ventures rotations, leveled all of your own 130 schematics, completed all of the collection book and crawled through the endless boredom of Twine Peak storyless quests, you reach the final battle that is the MSK. During that process, you will have leveled up your fort stats, you will have maxed them out, maxed out your abilities, maxed out your heroes and your weapons. You will have gained so much knowledge in the process that when you go into that MSK battle, it is not you that is carried by somebody else, it is you that is gaining that weapon. But the worst part is, I've done the MSK more times than I'd like to count, quite often with constructors and outlanders as public lobbies. Quite often with people that are downed constantly. I mean, even I have been killed countless times in the MSK, and I am at the almost max power level I can be, with everything maxed out. So even as a 135 player with everything maxed out, I can still die. But the worst part is, I have all of the weapons maxed out, 130 gold roll. But compared to other weapons in the game, this is what I personally think of the MSK and the Mythics.